Everybody was dreaming to open business this small, but not anymore. It's very slow. We're not making any money. If this problem continues, I don't think we can have our businesses. I live South Minneapolis. If you walk around, you think nobody lives the area. I think ICE is here to destroy the Minneapolis, harassing people, closing our businesses. We have to come out and, fight our rights. I was volunteering last 3 days to explain in my community and tell them how important it is to do assembly, to do the protesting. ICE, we will see you.
Dozens of Somali businesses are on the verge of closing down in Minnesota. I want to say it's an entire mall strip called Caramel. This is what the business owners had to say.
Everybody was dreaming to open business this small, but not anymore. It's very slow. We're not making any money. If this problem continues, I don't think we can have our businesses. I live South Minneapolis. If you walk around, you think nobody lives the area. I think ICE is here to destroy the Minneapolis, harassing people, closing our businesses. We have to come out and, fight our rights. I was volunteering last 3 days to explain in my community and tell them how important it is to do assembly, to do the protesting. ICE, we will see you.
Do y'all think this is more evidence that there was fraud funding these businesses? Because ICE was out there before all these protests, like before they start getting media coverage like this. ICE was out there in December. And I remember when Nick Shirley was doing these videos, you rarely seen any people in those strip malls anyway. They weren't really packed like that anyway. And then Minnesota just launched this nationwide shutdown not to go to businesses or support any businesses or shopping. I mean, that's added to their businesses too. Their businesses shut down. Nobody's outside unless they're protesting ICE. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think ICE played a role in this, or it's just because the fraud is being exposed and the funding stopped?
The hall's worried. Still, we come, we check on each other. We're scared, but we stand together.
So guys, dozens of shops belonging to Somali immigrants living in America are closing down. Look, these people came to America thinking that they could scheme the system. They thought they could keep money circulating only in their tight-knit circles and cheap profits back home without giving back to America. And that was why they committed the biggest fraud, the biggest money fraud in America. Now, many of the partners who engaged in this fraud are bailing. They are disappearing to avoid getting caught, leaving Somalis holding the bag. Businesses tanking, profits drying up, and that is what happens when you build your businesses on fraud. Shops are closing down because your employees will not show up, because your employees are illegals and they are avoiding getting caught by ICE. And what makes me very mad is the fact that these same Somalis tried everything they can to distance themselves away from black Americans, away from other black people in America entirely, insulting black Americans about so called absent fathers in their homes. Now, black Americans who are supposed to fight for them are nonchalant. They are keeping quiet, they are nonchalant, and I cannot blame them at all. These same Somalis wanted separation. They wanted to be on their own, and now they have got the separation they were looking for. And it is quite poetic justice to see these shops closing down in Black History Month. This is the first day of Black History Month, and we are seeing these shops closing down in rapid numbers. America does not tolerate fraud. These people thought they could exploit American generosity, defraud welfare, and skate and run away. But they were wrong because Americans in general do not care about sub stories, do not care about sub stories. If you want to build in America, then you have to become law abiding. If not, you have to go back to Somalia and build there. Go back and develop your own country instead of draining what Black Americans have built in America. Now, if you watched the video where the Somali women were complaining, you will indeed realize that these people are. They kept complaining of what they do tolerate and what they do not tolerate. And I'm here wondering who gave them the nerve to tolerate this or tolerate that? And if you listen, they never mentioned that they do not tolerate fraud. No, they mentioned other things that they do not tolerate, but nobody mentioned, I don't tolerate fraud. That is to tell you that these guys are guilty as charged and they have not even learned from their mistake. And the way I see it, they are going to find themselves in more trouble. But let us see what others are saying about this and then we'll come back and talk some more.
Carmel is shutting down. Every single business we went and asked them, are you gonna protest? Are you aware of what's happening? And they say yes. We gather in meetings, we put in flyers all over Minnesota. We don't tolerate violence. We don't tolerate discriminations. We don't tolerate grabbing people from their own house. That's why they're at the street, to put fear in our hearts so they can isolate us. I know we have a good people and we have a unity and we have unions. We are reaching out with each other. We're marching on the 23rd to make a history. Find the strength to show up.
So apparently there's hundreds of Somalians throughout Minneapolis and Minnesota that is protesting their own way. And you want to know how they're protesting? They're going to shut their business down. Let me be the first to let you all know that we don't give a shit, okay? That's number one. Number two, it ain't even business. It ain't no business at all, okay? Stop it. You all are shutting those businesses down because you all are running. You all are jetting, getting on those American Airlines and going back to wherever the hell y'all came from because the gig is up. All right, the Trump administration is coming after you all. Now, if you don't know by now, the Trump administration, DOJ, Pam Bondi, they have been hemming people up left to right, charging people. I think at this point, over 200, most of them are Somalians that has been in this entire fraud situation, stealing billions of taxpayer dollars. We don't give a shit how y'all protesting. We really don't. I don't know why you all feel the need to do this or do that. It's not going to help your all cases. Y'all business don't contribute to nothing. They're not even running. Minneapolis is not going to feel no impact from this. Literally.
Minneapolis Somali community is living through something the city has never seen, and it's happening right now. Carmel Mall, usually loud, packed, and alive, is almost silent.
Nobody's here. It is deserted. Every business is closed, and it has been like this for the last 3 days.
Why? Because Trump's administration surged ICE into the city with one mission: targeting Somalis for deportation.
My daughter asked me, why us? Why is he picking? Why is he, single us?
Community members are literally standing outside in the cold as volunteer block watchers filming, whistle ready, because people have already been detained, including U.S. citizens held for over 24 hours until they could prove they belong here. Most of Minnesota's 84,000 Somali residents are citizens or legal residents. Local leaders are calling it chaotic, dangerous, and completely untethered from reality.
ICE out! ICE out! ICE out! ICE out!
I want to tell all my Somali community, be there January 23. Your voices matter. We want to tell them, please be there. Be there. We are sending this message for Washington, D.C. We need a change. We need a change. There has to be change.
If it starts this way to us, this is going to backfire to everyone in America. And we are a diverse country. And this is our strength. We should use this strength for good, not for evil. I'm feeling what everybody's feeling today, which is, very hard rhetoric that was coming out from Washington, D.C. and pointed in to one specific group, which is the beginning of ethnic cleansing in America. This is something that is starting up, and we need to um, to look at it that way, not any other way.
Come out on Friday. Let's march together for peace, for Protestants who's coming together, fighting for our communities. It's time for us to come together united as one Minnesota, not Somali community, not Latino community, not Native community, not Asian community, not the LGBT community, but it's one Minnesota. We come together. When we come together and fight for people who are really fighting every day and making sure that they go home, that we fight injustice and we're against injustice, let's all come together and fight together, because today, as a human rights is being attacked around not only Minneapolis and around this country.
We are shut down all the business in Mall 24 on Friday. We can help the people, they will help us. We miss a lot of customers. 60% of our customers coming, they scare the ice. They kill some people. They shot other people. All the people they scared if you're citizen or not citizen. That's why we are shut down on Friday to go outside to protect our people.
So hundreds of Somali business owners are threatening that they're going to close January 23rd to protest the ICE deportations. Oh no, wherever will the children go to daycare?
I just seen a post that said today starts the biggest Somalian fucking protest about some bullshit. They said hundreds of businesses are closing down so the United States government and the economy could feel it. Bitch, ain't nobody give a fuck about all that, bro. Listen, nobody cares. Like, bro, if the whole Somalian population goes back to Somalia right now today, nobody's gonna bat a fucking eye, bro. I don't know why these people are acting as if they're like the main characters of anything. Bro, listen here, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, bro, I understand, let's say, if y'all said the Mexicans, the Hispanics were doing that, now it would have been like, oh, okay, bitch, I love Mexican food. I love Hispanic food. Like, I love Caribbean food. Like, bro, what the fuck? Even if you said African Americans were doing something like that, I would have been like, God damn, yeah, you know, this shit kind of serious, but you know, I love me some soul food. I love hanging out with my folks, my black folks and whatnot. Somalians? Bro, honestly, I don't give a fuck, bro. They could do whatever the fuck they want. They could all go back to Somalia, all I want. As long as we get our fucking money back, I'm cool. Bro, the amount of unfazedness that the United States of America really is unfazed about y'all situation, it would be insane for y'all to even think we really give a fuck, because we don't give a fuck. Like, bro, y'all could do whatever the fuck y'all want. Y'all can leave. Y'all can give us our money back and leave. You can leave and give us our money back, bro. That's the two options that you guys got. I don't give a fuck. Bro, all y'all businesses are already fraudulent as it is.
Guys, to tell you the truth, I am not totally happy about what is happening though. Honestly, I am not. But I have to blame the Somali community a lot. I have to blame the Somalis in America. I'm not saying that all Somalis brought this down on the Somali community. I know it is a few bad apples, but what I'm saying is even the innocent ones among them are not calling out their shameful behavior. I have not seen any Somali making videos criticizing the Somalis who defrauded the city of Minnesota. I have not seen it. It is always the opposite, just like their ringleader, Ilhan Omar, how she went on national television defending her community, even though members of her community were the people who committed this fraud. So I think they are greatly to be blamed because they thought that they could come to America and just do as they please. But they are quickly finding out that things doesn't work that way. Another thing to consider is the fact that a great percentage of Somalis also voted for Trump. I have played many videos on this channel showing you where Somalis call themselves Somali-For-Trump and where they were singing and where they were chanting that they are going to vote for a Republican, vote for Donald Trump, because the interest of Donald Trump represents their own interest. It is so funny and it is so hilarious, but they did it and they voted for him, and now they messed up and they are finding out that people like Trump will not forgive them even though they voted for him. Guys, this is also confusing, and it is also heartbreaking because at the end of the day, these Somalis, they have innocent people among them and they are also human beings. Guys, that is all I have for now. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it so that more people can be aware of what is happening. And I hope to see you on the next upload. Bye bye.